Hi again, fans, and welcome to another edition of Puckopolis. We sit down with the head coach of the Cyclones, Jarrod Skalde. I'm Nick Brunker. As the offseason rolls along, things are getting busier and busier. Finally, in the month of July, it's hard to believe the offseason is already half over, and there's been a lot of activity. We'll first start, though, before we get into the hockey, with what you're wearing, a special Canada lid. What exactly is with that?
Well, today is Canada Day, July 1, a big special day north of the border here. So just celebrating this great holiday, and I've worn this hat for many, many years, and it comes out once a year. So happy holidays, Canada.
And you know, the other thing about you wearing hats, and you don't wear them very often, but when you do, you always go with the flat bill. This is kind of a little bent, but the flat bill. What exactly it makes the flat bill better than the bent? Because I go bent.
Well, it's a SoCal straight bill that my good buddy Joey Gamay, that was with the Atlanta Thrashers, supported for many years. So I always wear a straight bill, and you know, when you watch the Little League World Series, you always tell the teams from California they all have the straight bills and stuff. But no, I just taught this a long time ago and support it for many years.
All right, we now move into some hockey. Obviously, the offseason kind of is built in stages. There is time to kind of look to see what kind of players are out there. You can't really do a whole heck of a lot until this time, and now finally it's the opportunity for player signings to begin, and you've done that. Explain who you brought.
Well, I've added Neil Trimm. I think Neil's a character guy, a guy that has a lot of experience, has put up a lot of numbers in the CHL, and I think it's time for him to make the move to the ECHL and you know, put up some numbers and find success here at in this league. He's a guy that distributes the puck very well. He makes players around him better. So he's a guy that you know, our target is to bring in some guys that are you know, offensively that can score some goals, and Neil's the guy that can get him the puck. It doesn't matter whether they're a right shot, left shot. I think Neil's a guy that's going to find people.
And you mentioned making players better. The leadership ability is always important in any locker room. To get somebody like that this early is huge.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that you know, we spoke to a long time ago. We were able to finally get it announced and stuff, get him under contract, and you know, I know he's excited to come to the ECHL. He's excited about Cincinnati. He's excited about what we have going on here, and he's going to be a big part of our hockey team, especially on the power play. And you know, big point on that is that, like I said, he makes people better.
The other big news of the offseason so far, that is the addition of Andrew Cassels behind the bench. He'll take over as the assistant coach this year, and anytime you can bring in a guy who has over 1,000 NHL games and as long of a career as he had, that can't do anything but help this team.
Yeah, Andrew, you know, I spoke to him a year ago, and he came down for training camp just to kind of see the level, and as the offseason started progressing, we talked some more, and you know, he's ready to make this commitment to come down and be the assistant coach here. I think, like you said, Nick, with his experience and knowledge of the game, I think it's going to really benefit myself, benefit our players, and help us win hockey games. And you know, he has a passion for the game, and his knowledge and all that is just going to be very beneficial to all of us.
Well, you really get the sense that he has that drive too, and every athlete, I think, professionally that has played at the highest level, or really any professional level, has that drive. You talk to him, and he's got that grit about him. He really wants to be here.
No, absolutely. I mean, this is something he's passionate about coaching. He's passionate about the game, and like every coach, you've got to start at some level. And you know, for him, says a lot about him to be you know, making the commitment here to be a coach in the ECHL. And he's ready to go. He's ready to learn. He's ready to add to our systems, add and pass on a lot of his knowledge to myself and our players. And I think it's a great opportunity for our guys to have a guy like Andrew Cassels around every day.
And certainly a hockey pedigree. His son is now going to get the chance to play in the OHL.
Yeah, his son, which obviously coincides with him freeing up some time. His 16-year-old son is going to be going to go play for the Oshawa Generals in the Ontario Hockey League, and you know, he's excited about that. It's a great thing for his son, and my former team, the Oshawa Generals, so there's always a connection there. But yeah, Andrew, like I said, he's very passionate. He's passionate about his son going to play up there, and about this hockey team.
Thanks for the time, as always.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
That's Cyclones head coach Jarrod Skalde. I'm Nick Brunker. For all the latest on the Cyclones happenings this offseason, go to cycloneshockey.com.